Aplestormy here, and welcome to my creation kit tutorial on how to make landscapes and environments within this wonderful modding program. So anyway, we're going to get straight into it. I'm going to assume you haven't got a mod, you're starting a mod with a landscape at the moment. So you're going to tick the Skyrim.esm, which is going to create a new mod for you. I'm going to just, as a test Worldspace I did earlier, save that. So yeah, let it load up. It's going to take ages, so I'm going to cut out for a moment. Okay, so it finally loaded. If you get any errors, just click yes to all, or yes if you want an individual one. They mean nothing. They normally say something about the nav mesh, which is Bethesda's fault, not yours. So you've loaded up Skyrim ESM. Good. This is your render window. You should know the basics. If not, I'll put a link to some other tutorials in the description about basic controls and things. But anyway, this is your cell view. This is all the cells that are included in Skyrim. And this is your object window, which, funnily enough, just has your objects in that you can use in game. So first off, you want to go to the World tab in the top toolbar up here. So there's World, and you want to go to Worldspaces, which is the first one. Now this is a menu with all the Worldspaces in Skyrim. So you can see some recognisable ones here, like Sovngarde and Solitude and Whiterun, all separate Worldspaces. So you're going to just create a new one. So you want to right click on your menu, click new, which will bring you up with the new form editor. So let's call it something, let's just call it test 1 and click OK. So once you've clicked OK, it will be highlighted, and it will bring up your properties up in the right, where you can select the name, the climate, the water type, music, that sort of thing. Set the map. So where the name is, just call it a name, preferably something different. I'm going to call mine Test01. The only other thing you need to change is default land height, which you can set either two things. If you want low-lying land, it's preferable to set it to 1000 or lower. If you want an island that the land masses can be underwater at first, then set it to a minus number, preferably like -1000, -2000, that kind of thing. So I'm gonna set mine to 2000, which will give me a nice flat lands above water. And the default water height, you just want to keep the same. If you change that, you'll get a variety of errors. It can be really annoying and can screw up your world space. Apart from that, you've got default water. Change that to something, whatever you want. But change it to Helgrim water, whatever that is. Doesn't really matter. Change your climate. I'm going to change mine to Skyrim climate. Give you a nice variety of weather if you want Skyrim. Click OK, and then it will load your world space. So you want to come down to cell view, and you want to find your world space under its original name. So mine's test 1, and it'll bring you up with all of the cells in that world space. So at the moment I've only got wilderness, and it's 0, 0. So a cell is like a section of your world space. It's like an area. So you want to double click on that original cell. This is like the center of your world space. This is 0, 0. This is the absolute middle. If your object window, your cell view window disappears, just come in here, click object window or cell view. It's just disappeared. Kind of went behind it, and you can see what cell you're in on the left hand side. So I'm in 0, 0 at the moment because it's highlighted. But if I move forward using the middle mouse button, I will move to another cell which is highlighted 0, 1. Move right a bit, 1, 1. You can get the idea of it. So anyway, this is your landscape. Amazingly exciting, I know. Just like Skyrim. Very detailed and dynamic. But anyway, you're going to want to edit it. So you're going to press H on your keyboard, which will open the landscape editor. Just click yes to any error. I don't think any error means anything important in the creation kit. So you'll probably start off like this. It'll probably be something like 5. You want to set it up higher initially. So set it to say 15, and that'll create a nice brush radius which you can use to edit the landscape. You can see the brush here, it's outlined in red, and that's quite a big brush, and you can edit your landscape using that. So initially we're gonna make a hill, so you're gonna go down to your landscape. It's a bit of a glitch where the brush won't appear in the 1.8 update, which is annoying. But anyway, when it does appear, you want to hold down on your left mouse button and just drag, and wherever you drag to, that will create a landmass, or we'll just edit the landscape mesh. So we have created a lovely hill here, super realistic. I'm getting that horrendous bug again, can't see the brush, never mind, but you get the idea of it. You just raise and lower stuff to create a nice realistic landscape. If you want to get more detail, just change the radius down to say 5, and you can edit everything on a smaller scale. Just edit some of this, flatten some of this distorted bit, and there we go. You have some more tools at your disposal in the landscape edit settings. You have soften vertices, which you can just tick to select, and this does exactly what it says. It softens it, smooths the landscape, smooths the mesh down, so you can create some nice slopes, some nice even slopes, get rid of any jagged points, and we'll smooth it down to an average of the rest of the vertice height. So there you go, nice smooth hill. The other one is flatten vertices, which again just does what it says. Wherever you hold, it will set that height as a flatten point. So if I hold here and move, that point will be set as the correct level for the rest. So if I hold it here, move it into the mountain or hill, create a trench, there you go, a flat land, and if I move it there, we'll see the cliff receding back. Okay, so that's not the best looking in the world, but if you've spent time on this, you can make it look really good, make it look nice and natural. Do some erosion type stuff by raising and lowering it multiple times to create like an uneven landscape. Anyway, next you're most likely going to want to texture your landscape. So if you come down here, this was the height menu, and you're going to see the texture menu. In the texture menu, it's all of the textures in Skyrim. You can add your own. I'll do a tutorial for that later on. But you want to find a texture that applies to yours. So I'm going to use a Pine Forest texture, Pine Forest 2, which is one in Falkreath, I believe. And you want to right click and drag, holding right click where you want to paint, and that will paint the texture on top of your landscape. And you can do that everywhere. Not the best looking in the world, but that's still a texture. So you have a texture applied to a mesh. You can still edit the mesh once you've textured it. You can also add other textures on top of this by selecting them. So I want some reach moss. If you want to blend your textures, you can change the opacity down here. So I'm going to set mine to 10. As soon as I click once, I've selected the right one. Yep, the right one. It'll just blend. So you can see when I click once, it applies very light texture, which will blend into the others. Well, if I hold it down, it will apply solid texture. So this is 10%, and this is 100%. Very light and super dense. So you can blend together textures. There is a limit of 7 textures, so you cannot go over 7. If you do, you just get big black boxes replacing the textures. This is due to memory available to Skyrim at the time of play. You can only render out so many textures on a landscape at once. So there you go, that's basics of landscape editing. You can do other stuff that I won't go into because you'll probably not use it that much, like drawing mode, which when you select will let you physically draw the landscape or paint it. So you can drag your mouse across and it will raise up landscape. I don't like this. It can create some really crazy stuff that's quite hard to edit. Although sometimes it can look alright. So yeah, that's about it. Next time we'll probably do cluttering landscape with rocks and plants and architecture, that kind of thing, placing statics down, effects. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please do comment, rate, subscribe to Nerdatronics. We do lots of other stuff as well, not just tutorials. Anyway, goodbye.